Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these, as I like to call them, yap sessions. Oh, also, a preamble. Never have really engaged with this individual's contact. Ray like Sunshine. It's a good name. I like the name. It's a clever pun. I like clever names. I like puns. All right. I'm cringe and I'm liberal. Okay. Memes aside, this is a topic that I have been trying to learn a little bit more about myself, and that's like the fucking just how terrible the job market is right now. For reference, I live in Canada, where I just learned this recently, but youth unemployment rate, and that is for ages from 16 to 24 in Canada, is currently at 18%. 18%. Now, there's complicated reasonings within Canada, of course, for as to why that is the case. And it's in particular about a program called the Temporary Workers Program, which is honestly, as has been reported by Amnesty International, as tantamount to like slavery, like unironically. It's pretty fucking wild. Like the people on those are on that program in particular get paid very little in comparison to domestic workers. They get basically abused by their employers, by their sort of also by other employees, by people being incredibly fucking racist to them, and they get paid way fucking less in comparison to their more, I guess, like contemporary counterparts within Canada. And it turns out if you're young and you're trying to have like a prospective career, you're trying to find something good within the world, like a decent paying job, so you can have some kind of a future for yourself. Guess what? One of the main things that may be very, very difficult for you to compete against might be, slavery. Might be really, really difficult for you to compete against that kind of stuff because corporations, as has been said, God knows how many times at this point, will do literally anything possible in order to depress fucking wages. And if that means importing in a bunch of foreign fucking workers in order to not have to pay domestic workers as much and can ignore their fucking rights, sign it. Well, all those companies are going to be like, sign me the fuck up. We love that kind of shit. But what do we got here by Ray Like Sunshine?
Welcome back to the no good, very bad, terrible, horrible side of the internet.
Also, in reference, this was something, and the reason why you're starting to see all the fucking stocks popping up right now, this was during fucking Liberation Day. This was about 4 months ago. Yeah, this would have been soon after Liberation Day, and the sort of effects of that are being fucking assessed. So, yeah, like, the market, the jobs market, the labor market, even at that time in particular, was already fucking dog shit. And it's all just like stupid gig worker stuff. We've talked about this before, but current youth unemployment rate within America, I believe, is about 10.5%. And there are a bunch of jobs that are being added, but there's a catch. There's a caveat to that. The types of jobs that are currently being added within the United States of America are mostly more low-paying part-time work. I wonder why it's a lot of more low-paying part-time work, though those are the particular careers that are being added in particular. Well, that's a little curious, because the point is to, well, should be fairly obvious, depreciate the wages of American-born workers as much as possible. Because all these, like, greedy, stupid, dumb fucking piece of shit fucking capitalists want to do everything possible. Well, basically pay people as little as possible for the most amount of work possible. Constant dynamic between employer-employee, as always, being relevant and being shown as always.
The other one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Also,
boy,
don't worry. I am not wearing a full suit. Can someone tell me what's up with the Gen Z job market today? Oh, I am that someone. Okay, this is what's up with the Gen Z job market today. Gen Z cannot find jobs. The unemployment rate for Gen Z is almost twice the national average. Everyone says...
Wait, how much is that? I want to see that graph. So obviously there was that spike during COVID. 16 to 24. So this is actually before it started getting worse, because it's gotten worse. It is about twice everyone else, right? That looks like to be about high 3%, about low 4%. And Gen Z, it's about 8%, dude. That's fucking wild. Guys, it turns out it might be better to employ all those fucking undocumented workers that all these, like, stupid, dumb fucking capitalists want to hire all the time. Because the point is they don't want to pay people who, well, more than likely know their rights better. And want to fucking push for, let's be fucking honest here, push for way better fucking wages. Because a lot of young people, broadly speaking, understand and have sort of like co-signed themselves to this position of, they know they're not going to be able to afford a house. They know that they're not going to be able to sort of live a sort of like fulfilling life. They think the American dream has failed for them, like broadly speaking. So I don't know, might as well vibe, try to do what you can, and just like, I don't know, just like shoot the shit and just go where fucking life takes you. It's a fundamental failing of the fucking economy. And it's very interesting how it's basically been consistent throughout all the years. Like, whoa, it turns out like stupid, dumbass, annoying, like corporations and capitalists want to do everything possible to just, I don't know, for like lack of a better term, tear down the youth. Like, honestly, like, I don't know what else to say besides it's just like a tearing down of the youth. And I should know, I'm also getting directly affected by this shit. Multiple fucking goddamn firing waves that have happened in Canada. I was caught in the fucking major IT fucking firing wave. This also plays into the learn to code stuff that we examined earlier before from Polymatter. I'll stick that fucking video into the description. It's all a fucking Ponzi scheme. It's all fucking a bunch of bullshit. Like that, like, I don't know, like, what else are you even supposed to say about this besides, yeah, like, it's understandable and reasonable for a lot of, like, people within Gen Z, within the younger generations to be like, I don't know, like, what's the point of any of this? Like, why should I fucking care about any of this stuff? Like, the economy's fucked. I'm not going to be able to find a good job. I'm not going to be able to fill a fulfilling life, as all these, like, dumbasses tell me that I'm going to do if I work hard. Like, they've been working more and more and harder than ever. Like, wage fucking productivity gap. Again, I wonder why people might be losing faith within the fucking system. Because of shit like this, man. Like, wages have not been keeping up with the sort of like people's productivity for fucking decades. And as a result, shit like this is starting to fucking happen. People don't want to fucking start working because they know that it's just like, well, I'm not going to be able to find a fundamentally fulfilling job and have a fucking fundamentally fulfilling life. So what's the point? Like, why should I? Why should I care? And they just become nihilistic, depressed fucking doomers. Like, it's complete nonsense, dude.
Average. Everyone says that there are more jobs out there than ever. Yet everyone I know who is struggling trying to find a job right now, for the life of them can't even get a call back despite networking, cold emailing, and entering all their information onto company online portals twice. Please enter your information.
That's why I don't even do any of this stuff. I don't cold email. I've networked before. There's just no fucking point, man. Like, there's no, like, no one wants to hire. Like, no one wants to fucking hire. And I'm supposed to be, like, sitting there, shocked Pikachu facing that, and be surprised that nobody wants to fucking hire. Like, it's insane. It genuinely is. Like, oh man, time to do all these, like, stupid applications to maybe get, like, one call back. I think I have done probably about 1,000 plus in the, I would say about, I want to say like 10 months. Yeah, about 10 months. Coming up on 11 months that I have not found any fucking employment. It's been about, like, yeah, I think about that long. About 11 months that I have not found any employment. You want to know how many, like, not even real interviews, but pre-screening interviews I have gotten? Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Pre-screening interviews. Not even, like, the actual, like, next step. Because I don't get a fucking callback. Most of the stuff that I get gets 0 fucking callbacks, even though I am definitely qualified for the fucking position. It's almost as if there might be a more fundamental root cause and root problem with the current economy. And that's why a lot of people are losing a ton of faith within the economy. Crazy.
Why did you make me give you my resume in the first place? I don't know what the is happening with employers these days. But judging from both the experiences of people online and people in my own life who are struggling through it, we all seem to be sharing the same canon event of trying to jump into boiling water and then being told, oh, you actually don't have enough experience to jump into this boiling water. Now, I know it may be a bit...
Oh my god, I feel this, like, so fucking well. Except for me, I get constant emails back saying, like, oh, we're sorry. But we decided to go ahead with some other applicants at this time. Like, oh yeah, I'm sure, whatever, totally. Like, literally every job, if I go onto LinkedIn right now, every single fucking job is gonna have 100+ fucking applicants on it. I'm just like, dog, there's no way I'm getting a fucking job anytime soon. Because the market's just, it's just completely and utterly fucked, dude.
Naive for a YouTube commentary creator to be talking about the job market, but I promise you, I very recently had the same struggles as all of you did. And I swear, I'm not out of touch. Yet. Still got about 2 years before that happens. So I actually graduated during the pandemic, and it actually took me 6 months and over 800 job applications to...
Wait, really? This guy graduated during the... Hey, me too! That's when I also graduated, during the fucking right at fucking 2019. I'm really gonna fucking relate to this, aren't I? Also, here in the US, companies pretend to have job openings for tax reasons. Ding, 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 ding. I was also going to bring up that fucking point. Yeah, a lot of fucking job openings that exist within the market right now are fake. Like, wholeheartedly, are completely fake. Because a lot of fucking companies need to justify it for fucking tax reasons. Which makes it which honestly, it compounds the issue. It unironically makes the problem worse, which is insane to think about.
Get my first job out of college. And that job was essentially what amounted to data entry. At the time, I thought 800 was an absolutely insane number of applications to go through before actually finding a job. And so to hear that 800...
I think for the last job I had before I estimated it, I think I had to do about, I think it was about, not 800, but I think 1,500. 1,500 job applications. Because I started applying for the recent job that I used to have at about the start of January 2020. And I was applying. And I would do about 5 to 10 applications every single day. Because back then, the job market was actually not terrible. And there was a lot of open applications with not that many people looking for a fucking job. Like, not very many applicants. Like, very few people would be looking for jobs. And it was basically about trying to think how many how many of those fucking particular applications. Yeah, it was about I would say like 1,500 before I got a call back. I had an interview because I had a couple of other interviews before, and now it's just kind of bad. Like, they didn't work out. Yeah, so before it was like the jobs were like pretty bad. I was hardly finding anything, and then I found basically a company that was like desperate enough to hire me, and it was definitely fucking desperate. And now that's flipped, and who knows when that's gonna flip back? Probably not for a while, unless there's like a recession or some shit that happens. Like, the economy has to collapse at this point. But that's my broader experience with the job market. I just managed to get fucking lucky, and I found someone who was like desperate enough to look for a hire. Like, that's honestly what it was.
800 is actually on the low end of what some people are experiencing. I'm just here to answer.
Yeah, I do agree. 800 is on the low end.
Happened to us.
3, they're expecting unreasonable salaries. Like, they think that they go to school for 4 years and come out with a degree, and then they automatically start making 100K.
3 out of 4 managers hate working with Gen Z, and here's why. So bad that 27% of employers have fired the employee within the first month. Article from Where This Comes From states that most Gen Zers lack motivation, effort, and get easily offended.
Statistics. Do you know what % of Gen Z workers?
Hi, BBD. No, it's not because of Gen Z workers getting offended or whatever the fuck idiot bullshit that you people are prescribing. It's complete fucking nonsense. No, it's because the jobs fucking suck. Like, the jobs are just dog shit, and no one wants to fucking do them. It's complete fucking nonsense.
They experience burnout at work. Not 20%, not 40%, not 80%, not 90%. 98% of you experience burnout.
Okay, so we're having trouble in the job market because employers think we're lazy, we're too entitled, and we're all depressed.
Who's heard this propaganda before? Millennials. Millennials, I know that you guys are out there. It's the exact same fucking generation fucking gap fucking propaganda all over again. God, it's so fucking tired and annoying, bro. Like, It's just fucking sickening to me, man.
Kind of sounds like my cat, who actually just moved in with me. Minus the depressed part. He's actually very fat and happy. And so today I'm here to answer a bunch of questions. Questions like, are Gen Z workers actually just worse than other demographics? Or is the bias against Gen Z just an effect of the changing times and culture that we have within the workplace? Are the people criticizing Gen Z just straight up wrong? And is it weird to
Yes.
slot a sponsor part right as I'm about to get into the meat of the video? The answer to the last one is yes. But I have a contract. So today's video is sponsored by Aura.
Sponsorships.
Job hunting is basically putting all yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Very cool. Job sponsor. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you.
Sorry. Thought the ad was going to be a little longer. Gotta finish this text. Okay, cool. What's up?
Just leaving in the middle of the shift without telling anyone, or just saying, well, I'm just never going to show up to work again. I don't like it. On behalf of all of your coworkers, tell somebody. Say, hey, you know what? This isn't working out. I'm not coming back. Or give a 2 weeks notice, something. But whatever you do, don't just not show up.
See, I can understand from an employer's point of view why it could be frustrating for an employee to just not show up and quit without a notice. That
That's
being
true.
said, when you get laid off, does your work give you a 2-week notice? Do they give you any notice at all? And you know what?
Such a good fucking point here. Because, again, well, I think in my particular case, in America, I don't know how bad it is in America, but the employer by law has to give the employee in Canada, they have to give a 2-week fucking notice. Because if they don't, well, I could sue them and win a lot of money.
But I think we should be treating terrible jobs like terrible first dates by enforcing boundaries, making sure they pay their fair share, and ghosting the fuck out of them.
True.
Look, all I'm saying is
I know that this is mostly being said, I think, in the perspective of of America, I believe, right? Like it's mostly being told from that perspective. It's very, very similar also in fucking Canada, right? This is something that also consistently fucking happens. And again, broadly speaking, I mean, the reason why it is as bad as it is right now is because there's just too much power being held in the hands of the employers. I mean, that's purely what it fucking is. Employers have way more fucking power in comparison to everyone else, and so they can dictate the terms and do anything that they fucking want. That's the main fucking problem here.
at least when someone ghosts me after a date, they don't also take my paycheck, my health insurance, and frankly, a piece of my already dwindling sanity.
For the 4th time, the 4th Gen Z worker we have hired at my job has not shown up. Second we get them done with training, because it takes about a month or two to go and learn all the systems, the computer equipment, the machinery, everything we got at this place. When we finally get them trained up to where they can be on the schedule, they just up and never call anybody again and never show up again.
I think there's this old Chinese proverb that translated into English goes, if someone smells like dog shit, then they probably stepped in dog shit. If everyone
Real.
smells like dog shit, then you should probably check your own shoe. Confucius. If you have 4 Gen Z workers all suddenly up and leaving, the work conditions at your company are probably just bad. That means the people who left would literally
Whoa, who would have thought? Sometimes it's just Occam's razor, and sometimes, whoa, I wonder why people might be leaving. Maybe because your job just fucking sucks balls. Like, again, like, no genuine fucking reflection from these people. This is, like, the thing that pisses me off in particular with a lot of these, like, stupid, dumb fucking employers and all these, like, stupid, annoying-ass fucking dipshits consistently. Just no self-reflection. It's just completely just lack of self-awareness, lack of anything, lack of empathy. It's just like, dog, like, sometimes it is just as simple as, like, bro, you guys are the problem. Sometimes it's just that simple. And for, like, whatever reason, like, this is, like, a concept that consistently goes over these people's heads. And it's one of those cases where I sit there and I think to myself, I'm just like, are they just... is it always the Mr. Skinner fucking meme? Where it's just like, I can't be out of touch. It must be the youth. And it's always the fucking goddamn, like, it has to just be the fucking Skinner meme. I think it's just the fucking Skinner meme. I can't really, like, think of anything else besides it's the fucking Skinner meme.
rather be unhoused than work at your company. I mean, he mentions that the work
True.
is backbreaking and that the shifts are 12 hours even on weekends.
So instead of having my normal 12-hour shift day, I'm looking at about a 16, 17-hour shift.
And it's not like it's a bad job.
It's almost as if they weren't
Guys, hey, random dipshit who's complaining about Gen Z. I think there might be a problem with the fact that you are consistently working a 12-hour shift. Like, have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, there could be an issue with the fact that you're working a 12-hour shift? Have you ever decided to calm that into question? Like, this is what I fucking hate about, like, all these, like, TikTok motherfuckers and these podcast bro hosts, who constantly are just like, oh yeah, totally, it's all the problem with Gen Z. It's all fucking Gen Z's fault. It's like, really? Really, is it always fucking Gen Z's fault? Have you ever asked that maybe what's going on with the fucking conditions? What is going on in particular with with not just the conditions at the workplace, but also like the salary, what's going on with the sort of like benefits? Like, it's not just as simple as just like, oh dude, like, you know, if we just like do this like bibbity boppity flippity flobbity thing, that means it's like totally being heckin' okay, and it's gotta only be Gen Z's fault. It's like, dog, sometimes it's a little more fucking complicated than that. It's not as simple as just like, it's all because like they're just a bunch of entitled, self-entitled, fart-sniffing fucking assholes or some shit. No. Sometimes people have some real credible threats and concerns, and these motherfuckers always love to hyperfixate on the people who are just like, for like lack of a better term, just the people who are just like, oh yeah, dude, like, I can't believe like this Gen Z dumbass decided to just like ghost fucking work, man. They're like totally self-entitled, self-serving fucking assholes. And it's just like, have you ever maybe considered that maybe it might be a little more fucking complicated than that? That it's not just as simple as like, oh yeah, they're just like not going ahead with, I don't know, for like lack of a fucking better term, that it's just not as fucking simple as just, oh, it has to be nothing that I've done, nothing that I've just fucking accepted, and these people are just having fucking problems with the fucking job market because the job market is just fucking dog shit and no one really wants to participate in it. Like what the fuck else are you supposed to say about this besides, can we do some genuine reflection for like once in our lives? Can we just look inward, reflect, and just come to terms with the reason why this might be the fucking case? Like, is this just not possible? Is it not possible to do that? Nonsense.
Transparent at all during the onboarding process. Yeah, this is not what I signed up for. And I think it just goes to show how out of touch a lot of these people can be when talking about Gen Z. It's just a complete lack of self-awareness and self-reflection, which are two major areas of improvement for our next guest, not actually a Dr. Phil.
You say right now you just won't hire Gen Z employees.
No, we don't. It's been a nightmare with 95% of the ones that we have hired.
Were you ever fired?
Oh, yes, sir. I've been fired.
Yeah, what for?
Oh, just not coming to work once. You know, I was in
It's really funny because this is like the whole American bootstraps mentality that all these like stupid old sniveling farts and dipshits, broadly speaking, engage with constantly, coming to terms directly and clashing with the fact that Gen Zers are saying like, you know, maybe, just maybe, we should actually have some better fucking worker protections, maybe some like actual rights or something, you know, and like all these like stupid dumbass fucking boomers being like, what the hell? You think you can come in here and fight for rights? I had to work literally 17 different jobs during my fucking time, or whatever the fuck bumblefuck bullshit they're gonna come up with as like an excuse to be like, what the hell? I had to work to the bone. I had to work to the death in order to be able to put food on the table. You ungrateful ingrate. And it's just like, dude, like, are you people fucking for real? Like, seriously, like, just wholeheartedly, just the lack of fucking self-awareness is what fucking really pisses people off, and like pisses me off constantly too, because I always have the exact same fucking conversations with my parents specifically, where they just wholeheartedly they just never seem to fucking get it, and it's incredibly fucking frustrating. It's like, it's a whole fucking generational divide too. It's fucking nonsense, man.
20s and fresh out of the military and just kind of decided to do it my own way.
So let me get this straight. You yourself, when you were younger, was literally fired for not showing up to work. And yet you were still given the same opportunities
Hilarious.
that led you to become a successful businessman. But now that you are a successful businessman, you now actively choose not to give those same opportunities to people who are literally in your position. Why is it that you're allowed to make the same
It's always a pulling out the ladder from under you situation, consistently with these fucking people. Like, God, I've already fucking had such a huge hatred for older generations already, and this just makes it fucking worse.
mistakes that younger generations are making, but we aren't. This really seems just more like a young person problem and not a Gen Z problem. Because you for sure know that this guy's bosses were probably saying the same thing. Oh, you don't want to work a 12-hour shift? Back in my day, I didn't complain a single time when I did 14-hour shifts in coal mines. Oh, you don't want to work in a coal mine for 14 hours? Back in my day, I didn't complain at all when I was pulling 24-hour shifts in the factory at 6.
Guys, it's almost as if there was a reason why a lot of fucking socialists fought and died for these particular fucking regulations. Like, listen, it might be kind of silly and ridiculous, kind of radical. I might be saying a bunch of crazy, silly stuff here, but, damn, might be a lot of complicated reasonings as to why these might have been the case. Fuck, it's just complete, utter nonsense, dude.
This sucks ass.
Eric, you had one that showed up dressed like Harry Potter posting videos.
They were doing Harry Potter TikToks. Yep. I can't make this up. And then they told me they were working.
Okay, first of all, it's called marketing. Wouldn't expect a mudbug like you to know that. Second of all, at least he showed up to work.
Not coming to work once.
They then, of course, have to hit the old adage of internet bad.
And you've seen it.
Personally, I think it boils down to obviously how they're raised, and right now this generation is being
Of
raised
course.
by the internet.
They're raised by the internet? No, we're raised by you. It wasn't the internet that packed our lunches or bought us phones or enforced healthy boundaries on screen time. It was you. And considering the fact that the internet
Real?
is literally 50%, we'd all be gooners by now if that was actually the case.
What do you think his go-to was?
Okay, maybe have a point. At one point, they bring in a Gen Z healthcare worker and have a 4-on-1 team deathmatch with her, which really pissed me off because this is clearly not skill-based.
As expected from fucking people like Dr. fucking Phil, that complete utter dumbass and fucking dipshit. Whoa, he's gonna do literally everything possible to make life miserable for the fucking, whatever Gen Z fucking guest that he has on there. I really fucking despise motherfuckers like Dr. Phil, dude. I really fucking hate him.
Matchmaking and was completely unfair for the full.
I'm expected to be cross-trained
True.
without any bump in pay. I'm expected to cover for people who, quite frankly, they decide when and if they want to come to work. And so no, I'm not going
True.
to overextend myself and bend over backwards for companies who don't take all the little nuances of being an employee of theirs into consideration.
I mean, I'm a serial go and
No notes. No notes. None whatsoever.
above and beyond person because it's where it's gotten me in my life and in my career.
Bull fucking shit. I don't fucking believe you for any second. You fucking suburbanite piece of shit. I don't believe her. I just don't. I really don't. I don't believe her.
And did I always get paid for it? No. But what I value more is my integrity as who I am as a person.
Do you know what I value? Paying my bills.
Doing the least, doing the bare minimum does not represent corporate America or corporate women, or certainly black women in corporate America. How would you know if you've never tried to go above and beyond?
I have tried it.
And it's failed you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, corporate has failed me.
So the problem is there's something called paying your dues.
Again, instead of making us pay our dues.
You gotta pay your dues. You gotta make sure that you pay, you know? Eat shit, die. Fuck you. Suck our dick. It's just like, bro, it's so fucking cartoonish. My hatred of these fucking people. Like, pay what dues? Like, what are you fucking talking about? What, to society? Like, what the fuck is this? What kind of nonsense is this? Stupid.
Dues? How about you help me pay my bills? And I think this is a huge reason why Gen Z is so disillusioned.
Yeah, hey, pay the bills. Like, again, hey, I wonder why fucking Gen Zers are having problems paying their fucking bills. Why the fuck they're having problems being able to find a house because of this shit. Because they're not getting paid well. Because of dipshits and stupid motherfucking out-of-touch old people who have basically let their foot off the gas, fell asleep at the wheel, and were just like, well, you know, we don't give a fuck about anything or any particular from these complete utter dipshits, so we're just okay with just letting them suffer. Man, whatever, we don't care. It's one of the most fucking frustrating things on the planet, man. It's just like, dog, like, you people are surprised that Gen Zers and, like, younger people are not wanting to go out there and get fucking jobs, having to be expected to fucking work complete, like, wage slave labor fucking jobs consistently, and you're gonna act incredibly incredulously and being like, well, you know, back in my day, I had to do all this crazy bullshit in order to even be able to scrounge a lick of fucking cash. And it's just like, dude, like, at least you were able to pay your bills. The fucking economy back then wasn't as dog shit. The economy now is fucking terrible. And you're expecting the people, like, in Gen Z and younger generations to just fucking accept that? Like, really? Are you people for real? Fuck out of here.
Illusioned with the current job market right now. The current old guard are still arguing for paying your dues before actually getting paid. And unfortunately for us, inflation doesn't really wait for us to pay our dues. It just wants you to pay.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
And that's if you can actually find a job, which today feels less like hunting for a job and more like getting hunted by a job. The amount of hoops that some...
More like it's like fucking finding a needle in a haystack, bro. Like, fucking finding a job is just, like, impossible. Like I've said before, for the previous position that I had, it took me about, like, it was like at least 1,500 fucking applications. At least fucking 1,500 applications. And now with the current hunt that I'm doing, that I'm having to fucking re-experience now at this point, I'm at like at least 1,200. I haven't kept exact count, but it's definitely 1,000 plus. At least, and I don't know. Like I said before, with the previous position that I had, I got fucking lucky enough. I got fucking lucky. Now I have to fucking do this shit all over again? Like, bro, nah. Like, I'm not fucking interested in this shit, dude. I really not.
Companies are asking their applicants to go through is asinine. Write a short polo using these words: giraffe, cacophony, and giggles. Okay, here you go. Giraffes are long. Like,
I think one of the things they wanted me to do was at a separate job one time that I applied for was like finishing an equation. They were just like, here's this equation. Can you finish this equation? It's just like, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll have to Google what this equation is because I don't remember what it is exactly. And it was, I think it was a physics equation. It was a physics equation. I was just like, why the fuck did I have to do that? That's so fucking weird. Like, why did I do that? Why am I being forced to do this? Can I just like submit the application and I don't know, you can like call me back if I get the job or not or something? I don't know. It's really fucking weird.
Giggles are too, but not for this crap, because holy you. It's not hard to go online and find job openings that are requiring advanced degrees and pay close to minimum wage, or have thousands of applicants just hours after it's posted. And it makes it all the more frustrating when you have creators like this popping up in your feed and gaslighting you into thinking that everything is fine.
People are lying to you about the job market. This is actually a great job market. There's record low unemployment. So why is everyone saying the job?
Oh, there's record low unemployment. Oh, okay, dumbass. Youth unemployment Canada 2025. 17.9% youth unemployment in fucking Canada for the summer of 2025 overall. The average from May to August, the unemployment rate for returning students aged 15 to 24, 17.9%. Yet you want to fucking tell me that the job market is great? Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. And I wouldn't be surprised if my fucking age demographic, which would be 25 to about like 35, something like that, is also about as bad. Complete fucking nonsense, dude.
Job market's so bad. Way too many people competing for the same handful of jobs. That's part of it. And then people have really gotten lazy in the way that they're applying to these jobs.
Oh yes,
you
lazy,
actually
totally.
A f***ing spatula. Let's talk about unemployment, by the way, which as of recording this video is 4.1% or 7.9% for Gen Z. I'm going to dig deep and fall back on my background of being a econ and accounting major and take a look to see if that 4.1% actually is indicative of a healthy job market. What exactly is not included in that 4.1%? If you've applied to thousands of postings and you decided to take a break from job applications, you are not in that 4.1%. If you are a six-figure engineer who is laid off and now you have to DoorDash to pay rent, you're not in that 4.1%. Not that there's
This is the concept of underemployment. Because again, if you're working a bunch of part-time jobs, the census does not count you as being unemployed. It will count you as being underemployed, as in, well, you're still like technically working a job, so you're technically employed, so you're not actually unemployed. However, in terms of like your position, your degree, or like whatever other bullshit, are you actually earning the amount that you're paid for in order to get for the degree? Well, in reality, actually, no, you're not. So that's why it's considered as being under fucking employed. And like I've said before, a lot of the fucking jobs that are being added right now within the United States economy are a lot of fucking part-time positions. A lot of them are positions, broadly speaking, that are part-time and forcing people to have to work multiple of those in order to be able to even pay their bills and be able to put fucking food on the table, to be able to eat. That is the main problem that a lot of people are fucking having. It's the fact that they are underemployed. A lot of the fucking jobs nowadays are just complete utter dog shit, or just part-time fucking dreck and nonsense.
There's anything wrong with doing DoorDash, but going from Mang engineer to DoorDash is probably not indicative of a healthy job market. And if you work in a job that pays so little that you have to decide between utilities and food, you are not in that 4.1%. So yes, technically, the unemployment rate is 4.1%. But as we can all see, that is definitely not a good measure of economic prosperity. The actual percentage of people who are either working jobs that pay under $25,000 per year or are unemployed is actually closer to 24%. I thought this whole entire
24%? So that's taking into the account the concept I've been talking about before with underemployment. A lot of people, yes, technically speaking, are not unemployed. However, they're being forced to have to work God knows how many dog shit, piece of shit fucking DoorDash jobs, gig work, part-time work, all this kind of fucking shit. And that's being indicative. That's a fucking healthy market to you people. Like, completely fucking out of touch.
time, we were just numbers to them. It turns out we're not even that. And this isn't even touching the insane attitude that a lot of managers today have about work culture. I found this one LinkedIn post talking about a company power hour.
This morning we launched the Just Eat Power Hour. Our colleagues told us while in lockdown they were on back-to-back calls and found it difficult to take a break away from their screen. That's not how we roll. So we introduced Power Hour.
Oh, nice. So we get an extra hour on top of our lunch break to do what we need to do.
That's nice.
Right?
Right?
Right? Is this in addition to the lunch break? This is an hour to be away from the screen. You can be writing a to-do list, having lunch, going for a walk, exercising. You choose.
This is literally...
This is just a repackaging of the lunch break or something? What the fuck is this, dude? And people wonder why people within younger generations are just completely sick and tired of the fucking current market. Because of shit like that. Incredibly incredulous fucking bullshit saying like, oh, dude, yeah, look at this like little fucking corporate sing-along song hour type thing. Like, wow, look, this like great thing. You're gonna get an extra hour off. Oh, really? Is it an actual extra hour off? No, not really. It's fucking insane, dude.
A rebranded lunch break. No. Actually, this is great. I've been inspired. I will now allow my researcher to use the toilet rather than the company-provided bucket I'd leave in their cubicle.
When you are 22 and in your new job, throw yourself to work. Eat well. Stay fit. But put in 18 hours.
I can bet you that this is all shit that's coming from fucking LinkedIn. That blighted fucking wasteland of a fucking a website. Yeah, if we want to talk about like corporate incongruity and how fucking obnoxious and annoying it is, oh boy, fucking LinkedIn is just like, we want to talk about like blighted wastelands of fucking social media enterprises. LinkedIn, dude. Oh boy, I have like so much to say about that dog shit fucking website. Besides like all these like motherfuckers trying to push out and like hawk their stupid, I don't know, like courses on there that you randomly get fucking spammed with. That shit's fucking annoying. All these like very corporate sounding like, oh dude, look at us being like such good heckin' corporation arenos and us doing such a heckin' good job, when broadly speaking everyone understands like, so this is just like complete utter bunk and bullshit. Like there's just like nothing to this. Like fuck this bullshit, right? And everyone can always like see through it. It's like, dog, just like let me speak to your fucking HR person so I can like beg them for a job at this point. Like I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. I guarantee you, this is shit from fucking LinkedIn.
For at least 4 to 5 years. That early, worship more. The flex you build in the first 5 years of your career carries you for the rest of it.
Oh, nice.
Dude, yeah, the idea that you have to worship your work, it's like, guys, basically, you know, if you just don't do everything possible to, I don't know, proselytize yourself to your fucking work, then can you really say that you're a good worker? It's like, no, dude, I just want to have like a decent sort of like wage and just be able to pay bills and all that stuff. No, you have to fucking put your heart and soul into literally everything, otherwise I'm just going to think that you're just not in it to win it or whatever the fuck bullshit. It's like, no, dog, like you guys are just not giving us the tools that we need in order to be able to succeed. And then you're like shocked Pikachu facing when we say that we fucking hate the jobs market. Like, really? Like, fuck out of here, man.
At least you have your work to flex, because certainly wouldn't be flexing anything else. Working 18 hours a day and staying fit and healthy are mutually exclusive things. And I think I can actually speak on this from experience. When I was doing a summer internship at an accounting firm, I was roommates with someone who was also interning that summer, except he was doing it at an investment bank. If you don't know what investment bank work culture is like, this man was an intern working 16 hours a day, up to 6 days a week. On move-in day, he had a 6-pack. In 10 weeks by move-out, he had gained 20 pounds just from the stress and inability to eat healthily. But I don't know, he was only working 16.
Guys, I wonder why a lot of young people might be having a problem with the current job market. I couldn't possibly think of anything, guys. Like, seriously. Like, for all the talk from these, like, stupid, dumb fucking boomers and out-of-touch, like, social media managers and shit talking about, like, the job market or whatever, like, this is why people get fucking pissed with all this stuff. It's because of the out-of-touch, like, nature of it all. Complete fucking nonsense, dude.
Hours a day. Maybe if he followed this guy's instructions and worked 2 more every day, he'd probably still have a 6-pack.
You guys are spending your Sunday nights watching grown men fight over the ball. I'm making cold calls and catching little emails. How's it win? Sitting with everyone else's ass.
If I'm trying to enjoy my Sunday night and I get a single cold call,
you know, we have some great deals on
trace the call, Siri.
Today, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, and you seem like you know someone who knows about in their ass. So, you know, I thought I at 10 p.m. on a Sunday. So, but oh, hold on, someone's at my door. Hey, wait, no.
This is actually a really good point, by the way. Do you really think that some fucking, like, again, because young people are being expected to have to work more and more and more and more and more and more and more just to be able to even pay the fucking goddamn bills? Do you really think that someone's gonna want to do a fucking, like, a manager, a hiring manager is gonna want to accept a fucking cold call late at night on the fucking weekend? Do you really think that's gonna make you look good? Nonsense.
Guess you should have zagged.
Hey, yo, Gen Z, quick question. Are y'all having sex? Because it doesn't really seem like y'all are having sex. Or doing anything fun, for that matter. I don't have a ton of anecdotal data about this, but the data that I do have suggests that y'all don't like to go out, don't drink, don't do drugs, and don't really have sex. You can be an
Hold on. Let's finish the TikTok. Hold on.
overthinking, anxious adult the rest of your life. Your 20s are for fucking up.
Yeah, so...
Hey, idiot. Hey, I wonder why I wonder why Gen Zers are incredibly anxious fucking adults who are living in their 20s, not fucking up constantly. No one has any money to be able to go around and just fuck around and be stupid and do stupid dog shit all the time, and are living socially stunted lives as a fucking result of that. No, like, jobs, where are they? Money, where is it? No one can fucking do any of that stuff. They can't go out and be fucking social and stuff like that. Like, are you serious? Really? Huh? I wonder why there's a lot of socially stunted Gen Zers. I wonder, it's like, I couldn't possibly fucking think of anything. Complete fucking nonsense, dude.
We can't find jobs, and even when we do, we're overworked and underpaid. So, tell me, with what money are we going to buy drugs with? Maybe if 70% of my pay didn't go to rent and the other 30% went to groceries that I need to live, I can buy some nose pierce, Lauren. And that's the only reason I don't have this.
Hey, that's the same thing I basically said. Crazy.
That's the reason. But that's not to say Gen Z doesn't have any issues when they do make it into the workforce. For example, like that one girl that got fired because she went into the office on her first day in an office siren uniform.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I was trying to find the original video by searching office siren in TikTok, and unsurprisingly, all I got was porn.
Of course.
So, in fact, upon further review...
Wait, what the fuck is an office siren? I'm looking this up. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm so curious. What the hell does that mean? Girl... Well, opening this in a fucking separate tab, in case there's porn. Girl who got fired for... Likely fake. Dumb TikTok meme? Maybe. Fired... Well, it's like... By the way, it's like the third thing that popped up within fucking Google. This office siren outfit lore on TikTok has people losing it. The TikTok fashion trend. Really? This office siren outfit lore on TikTok has people losing it? Office siren, you're getting fired? I think I might... Did I find the fucking... I might have found the fucking video. People had a lot to say about the office siren aesthetic. And how some fashion lovers have taken the trend too far. One user... I don't think it... Okay, I'm not seeing anything fucking sussy here. Oh, something pops up. Whatever. If you want to incorporate the office siren aesthetic into your work or internship outfits, you might want to think again. According to this, to the videos overtaken my For You page, someone got fired for wearing an office siren outfit to work. TikTok is fine, trying to find who it is. Jacqueline Lee on TikTok. 2.97 million likes, 9,000 comments. We have college credit paid $25 per hour intern position that goes straight to a 6-figure salary, straight to job operations. Girl wore a siren outfit day 2 and was immediately fired for it. She followed up saying, and yes, we can fire someone for that. It's in the contract she signed when taking the job. Really? Okay. Wait. Literally lost a guaranteed $200K comfy job over a leather miniskirt and tube top combo. Is that what it fucking is? Like, is it inappropriate to wear a mini leather skirt and a tube top? Sure, whatever. Should you fire someone over that? Probably not. You can just be like, you tell the person, like, hey, this isn't appropriate. Can you not wear this? It's fucking stupid, man. It's almost as if the older generations might hate the younger generations. I don't know. It's just complete fucking nonsense, dude.
There actually isn't an original video. The whole drama stemmed from a single comment on a single random...
Yeah, I don't know if there's any fucking evidence of this. I think Ray here in particular is going to go into that
video. So much like all the other complaints with Gen Z in the workforce, this one is probably fake and made up. That being said, let's try to not normalize this. Let's dress business casual and not let's get down to business, because it's just making everybody think that this is what we all dress like in the office, and we're already having a tough time as it is. And to add to our misery, a while back there was also this trend of tech influencers showing off a day of their work.
A day in my life working in tech. I started my morning with a hot yoga class, although of course...
Oh my fucking god, I hate these videos so fucking much. I know I've seen a bunch of these. God, it's delusional. It's supposed to, unironically, it's just fucking propaganda. It's complete utter fucking propaganda. Like, look at me working my fucking corporate tech job. It's so heckin' based and so totally epic and fantastic. It's going so well. It's just like, God, I hate this. No, this is not how that works. This is bullshit. This is not serious. Get the fuck out of here with this complete utter nonsense. Like, yeah, look at me doing my yoga, going on my walk, doing all this fucking bullshit, blah 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 blah. It's just like that's not how any of this is. It doesn't look like this. It's a complete bullshit. It's a complete fucking joke.
On my way out the door, somehow the handle to my closet broke, so I couldn't even get my yoga mat. I then made the mistake of scootering into work because I didn't want to walk in the rain, but honestly, I think walking would have been less painful because with the wind chill, my hands were literally frozen. I was actually so cold that I made Blake warm my hands up for like 10 minutes because I couldn't feel my fingers.
And so many fucking stupid, dumb fucking boomers unironically believe that, oh yeah, this is like something that totally fucking happens. Totally. It's just like, no, that's not how this works. This is just not it. Like, fuck out of here with this bullshit.
But there was a really cute dog in the office today, so that helped make things better.
This is actually one of the more tame ones I've seen, but it still made me go, maybe you shouldn't have posted this. Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
I then had another team meeting to talk about our sales strategy for the year, including quotas and comp, always fun stuff. And then I had some time to actually get work done, which is very unusual because I'm usually in meetings all day.
Oh, it's unusual for you to actually be able to get your work done? Okay, cool. Shut the fuck up. This is not me being angry. This is legitimate legal advice.
Hey guys, welcome to a day in the life of a Googler in New York City. Before I head out for breakfast, I get out Milo's office bed and his office toy. First, I need a coffee. The free coffee is seriously one of my favorite perks of Google, and I take a minute to appreciate our beautiful office views. After that meeting ends, I have a coffee chat, so I head up to the rooftop because the weather was nice. A little OOTD. Then I had more back-to-backs until around 5 p.m. that day.
If you had a job that paid you 6 figures and all you did was play with dogs, grab snacks, and be in quote-unquote meetings all day, why would you tell people about it?
Yeah, that's a really good fucking point. Like, why would you say that? Like, what are you doing? Why are you saying this? Like, it just gives, like, a sort of, like, false impression that this is what the job market is actually like, when that's just not the case. Like, it's complete fucking nonsense. Like, why are you saying this? Why are you doing this? Yeah, I go for an hour. I go to an hour to a coffee shop, code for an hour, then go to a coffee shop, then code again, go to a restaurant, do all this other bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's not how that works, dude. Like, if you were to do that, you'd be fucking fired. Like, trust me, I've had fucking talking tos about that. Like, get the hell out of here. What are you talking about?
That's a dick move. This is like if you were robbing a bank and getting away with it, and then you decide to go and tell everyone how cool it is to rob a bank. Like, replace the word a bank with Google, And that is literally what is happening.
I had another meeting after this one, so I head back down to the MK, grab a LaCroix and an espresso, and also do a little snack tour to see what we have today.
Look, I don't think there is anything inherently wrong with benefiting at the expense of a multi-billion-dollar corporation. But posting these for everyone to see not only doesn't do anything for the rest of Gen Z, but this exercise of trying to seek external validation for your cushy-ass job is actively harming the rest of your generation. If the perception of Gen Z is that we are lazy and overpaid, videos like this kind of prove their point.
Yeah, it's like you're unironically doing the propaganda of the boomers for the fucking boomers. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why would you do that? Why would you say this? Well, what are you doing? Like, unironically. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, this video is way longer than what I'm used to. Look, I know that a lot of what I've said today comes off as doomer and extremely negative. And going into this, that is really not the attitude that I wanted to carry this with. And while I am joking for a lot of this video, there are serious structural issues with the job market right now. It may not be the reality for all of Gen Z or even most of Gen Z, but there are people legitimately struggling out there. So I want to offer you a different perspective. A vision for a future, nay, a glimpse into the inevitable epoch of when Gen Z finally take over the economic reins. Can you imagine a world where we all go into the office only if the vibe is right, and where it's acceptable to dap up your boss, where it's totally okay to end an email with anything like slay or period or I want to kill my... Like, what if we did have a world where everyone understood the struggle of rising prices and compensated people fairly? What if we didn't have to pay our dues, but we were entrusted as capable and adaptable employees who could be counted on to finish your work on time no matter where we were? That is our future. That is our inevitability. And that is what we have to look forward to. And for those of you who are still on the job hunt, you've probably heard this a million times.
I'm sorry to say, Ray, that's not the case. Listen, there's a bunch of money for corporations to be made. What do you mean? We have to fuck over all of the young adults who are coming into the fucking workplace. There's money to be made. Who gives a fuck about any of this bullshit? There's taxes that have to be cut for the fucking rich and the corporations. Not any of this, like, namby-pamby, pimbly-wimbly, aspirational bullshit. Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's fucking stupid, man.
In times by now, but try not to be discouraged. Yes, things seem bleak right now, and it seems like no matter how much effort, blood, sweat, and tears you put into it, you just seem to be getting nowhere. But you're not getting nowhere. You're still learning with every single application, with every single interview. You are still learning every time. It's just a tough time right now. But if you keep putting in that effort, great things are going to happen. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna get this tie off me now. How's even...
Nice meme. Solid video. I don't know, like, I've talked about these broader concepts before, and, like, why are people so surprised about the fact that a lot of young people are particularly dismayed and surprised by this? Like, of course, the broader issue that's going on here is that we're living in effectively what is a new fucking Gilded Age. That's the main issue that people are having with the job market in fucking particular. It's a new Gilded Age. It's all about just complete, utter bullshit, nonsense, and fucking suffering for the express purpose of line go up for a very, very select few fucking billionaires and fucking millionaires and corporations and stuff like that. That's the main issue. And, like, we have all these, like, stupid, dumb fucking, like, 3 IQ boomers being like, well, back in my day, I had to fucking work in blood, sweat, and tears, yada yada, and I had to, like, suffer all this time. And it's typically, like, a fucking small business owner who had, like, a small loan of I don't know, like a couple $100,000 from their fucking rich parents. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Like, you had a fucking head start. We all got fucked over because of not only the COVID pandemic, the recession because of that, and also because of the 2008 Great Recession. And the economy still has not fucking recovered from any of those things. So you people are surprised that generations that are coming up after going through 2 of the worst economic fucking recessions in modern fucking history, that you're surprised that they're rather dismayed by the current job market and what's being offered to them, when more and more power is gone to these stupid, dumb fucking corporations. The economy has been more, I don't know, gigified, for lack of a better term. And benefits are getting cut and being made worse. Rent's going up. Inflation is going up. Things that are meant to be affordable for everyday items are becoming more and more expensive and out of reach. Bills that are supposed to be paid are not being able to be paid. Like, and you people are going to act surprised that a lot of people within younger generations are particularly fucking pissed. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid bullshit. Get your fucking elitist sort of like snooty ass, like, I don't know, away from yourself and just like out of it, or whatever the fuck term you want to use here, and learn about what the fuck is actually going on, why people are as particularly pissed as they are. Like, it's not because of just like, oh yeah, it's just because they don't want to work. All these like millennials, Gen Zers, all the younger generations, they just don't want to work because they don't know what's good for them. It's just like, no, people, broadly speaking, are just sick and tired of the dog shit jobs, not being able to pay their fucking bills, and just want to be fucking paid a bit better, man. Like, that's all that they fucking want. And you people are acting a shocked Pikachu face that, oh, I wonder why all these people are just like totally not okay with the amount that they're getting paid. Oh, it's a little weird. It's a little strange. It's like, oh, I wonder why. No one can fucking afford anything now. Like, that's why. And that's why they don't want to fucking work dog shit fucking jobs and not get fucking paid for it, hardly get any fucking benefits for it. That's fucking why. I don't know. There's like really not much else to say besides it's just the utter fucking complete delusions of an older generation who had a better fucking economy because the state actually did something in order to be able to make that fucking economy good. Looking at you fucking top marginal tax rates of 90 fucking plus % in order to be able to subsidize a lot of either housing or infrastructure or university fucking programs for people to be able to participate in the economy with. Again, who remembers the time during the 50s and the 60s where one student could work a part-time fucking job and be able to pay for university? That economy does not exist anymore. Instead, we have student loan debt about the ass, bills that are hardly able to be paid, infrastructure that's basically fucking crumbling. The problem is fundamentally with the current structure of the economy and who it fundamentally fucking serves. It's not the people, it's the rich and the wealthy fucking goddamn motherfuckers who donate to all these fucking politicians' campaigns. And all these stupid old NIMBY dumb fucks who just have all their fucking wealth tied up in their fucking house. That's the main fucking problem. The economy just is not meant to serve people. It is meant to serve a select elite few. That's the main fucking problem. And that's why there's a current fucking apocalypse with Gen Zers in the fucking job market, because the jobs that are currently in place are not meant to help them. It is meant to help fatten the pockets of, whoa, a bunch of bourgeois fucking dipshits. Don't think there's really much else to say besides fuck the older generations and fuck the billionaires and the rich.